All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to JJD TV. We are here today for the match watch along between Bayern and Wolfsburg. And if you guys are familiar with the channel and familiar with the curse, every time I've done a watch along on JJD TV that wasn't Bayern versus Dortmund, because there's two curses. The first curse is Bayern versus Dortmund watch alongs end in a Bayern win. But I've done 5 different watch-alongs on Bayern games, and Bayern has lost every single one, including to Augsburg recently. So there's a bit of a curse going on when it comes to Bayern watch-alongs on this channel. When they play Dortmund, Bayern will win. When they play anybody else, Bayern will lose. Very interesting, I know. But if you guys are excited for today, there's going to be a big Bundesliga break, which I thought back-to-back watch-alongs, why not? We'll get one in today, chat with you guys. We got our watch-along tomorrow for the Hertha game, and then there's a big break. It ends this weekend, and then it doesn't pick back up again until January 8th. So big Bundesliga break there. So hopefully we'll have a fun little chat today, guys. Hopefully see a decent matchup. Sometimes the Wolfsburg and Bayern matchup can be interesting, but I'll pop up the starting 11 for you guys as well. If you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like on the stream already. And let me know what you guys think of today's matchups, any predictions, any of that fun stuff. Because it'll be an interesting one. You guys can see on the side there, the table, Bayern is well ahead right now with 40 points. We're 6 points behind. And then it kind of drifts off a little bit. You can't even see Wolfsburg on here. Wolfsburg's in 11th place, by the way. Wolfsburg's in 11th place, but you can't even see it on the stream today. See what you guys are saying today. But someone is aware of the curse here on JJD TV. No, Bayern will lose now. Yeah. Every watch-along I've done of a Bayern game not playing Dortmund, Bayern have not been able to win. Will you be streaming a Bayern win today, Josh? We'll see. We'll see. The curse will be broken. Even with Kevin De Bruyne, Wolfsburg won't win today, to be honest. They don't look overly strong still. Kofeld coming in for the Wolfsburg side was hoping to pick up the pieces where Mark van Bommel obviously was not able to do. Kofeld, it's a different battle, man, because this Wolfsburg side should be competing for a top 4 place, man. They did, in my opinion, they had the best offseason. They kept their stars. They were able to add a lot to this side. And then they signed and appointed Mark van Bommel, which is just the wrong decision. And now they have went with Kofeld, who I still don't know is the right decision, considering he's used to those relegation-type battles rather than pretty good-looking football that will get you Champions League. So it'll be interesting so far. He stumbled a little bit, had a bright little start, and stumbled a little bit here. But this is the starting lineups today, guys, for both sides. For Wolfsburg, they'll be in the 3-4-2-1. Casteels is in net. They got Lacroix. John Brooks is back in, which is interesting. But they got Arnold in there as well. Baku, a player I'm a big fan of. And Weghorst, of course, you guys will recognize up front. So it's a pretty decent little starting 11. John Brooks is a bit of a surprise. He hasn't been looked at too much for Wolfsburg playing in their backboard, but he's back in the starting 11 today with Bayern lining up in a 3. It's an interesting little lineup there, a 3-2-4-1. Essentially, it's basically I'm assuming with wing backs, Neuer's in net. Maybe Gnabry will be drifting back a little bit. They have Pavard there, Upamecano, Hernandez, Davies going as a left wing back / maybe left mid, Musiala through the middle. And then, of course, they have Muller and Sané, who like to play a little tight towards each other. And up front is Robert Lewandowski, who got back to goal-scoring form. JD TV fan says, go Wolfsburg today. Wolfsburg fan today. Did not know you were doing a stream, but I am here. I appreciate it, my man. Hope you're doing well. When's the FIFA? FIFA streams will be coming probably after this weekend. After this weekend, when the Bundesliga is on its big break, is when it'll probably come in. Bundesliga is lucky. All those breaks. Premier League usually plays. Premier League schedule is hectic. I remember when I called Wolfsburg a top 4 team. They should have been, man. For your sake, Josh, I will cheer for Fonzie to play very well, but Bayern to lose. It's what I'm going for as well, Mark. It's what I'm going for as well. A good performance from Alphonso Davies with a win for Wolfsburg, but I don't know. Like I said, man, there's a nice little curse here on the channel around Bayern wins. So we've done a few Bayern games when they're not playing Dortmund, and they've always lost. So it'll be interesting. Thoughts on Ireland group? Where do you think they will come? Scotland, Armenia, and Ukraine. I think Ireland will become third. Sorry, my man. I think Scotland and Ukraine will be above them. Armenia will be behind them. Brooks is okay, to be honest. He is. He's had some troubles with getting back into this starting 11, and we'll have to see how he's able to do. Yash says 3-2-4-1 or 4-3-3 or 3-4-3. It'll be a mix. It kind of does look the way it does here when they play, because if you watch Bayern play, Davies has range to go up. Pavard never really goes up. Gnabry still hangs up, so it's weird. It's got like that three center backs, Pavard a little bit out to the right. Davies has room to go up and down that pitch as he sees fit. Sané is a little bit towards the middle as well, with Thomas Müller and Lewandowski up front, knowing that they're heat map. So I'd say this is pretty accurate of what you're going to see. But again, Davies will go back and forth. LL Wolfsburg record versus Bayern is terrible. Yeah, it is. Brooks is okay, to be honest. Off topic, if you don't end up going on that cruise, can you get a pass credentials for the Canada-US match? I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it because I just knew I was going on a cruise, which, it'll be fun. But the timing wasn't ideal, guys. Timing wasn't ideal. But if you're just joining us today, guys, be sure to drop a like on today's stream. Put your score predictions in the chat. Let us know what you guys think today's score lines will bring. And let's see if I get the game. OMG, I don't. That's all right. I'll find it. I found it. All right. Got some score predictions tuning in today. We got 2-2. I don't know, man. I have a feeling Bayern are at home against Wolfsburg, who they're notoriously good against. I feel like Bayern are going to have a heyday today. Kovel has not been convincing since coming in. I'd say maybe 3-0. 3-0 prediction, maybe 3-1. But it'll be interesting. Brooks with the skull. Any U.S. men's national team fans tuning in today? We got the Kofeld Masterclass with a 1-0 Wolfsburg win. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't put money on it. Yash put 4-0 for Bayern. I think that's a little probably more realistic, but I like where your head's at, my man. I like where your head's at. Did a bet for Bayern, Inter, and Lyon to win to double my money. Are they all playing today? Inter's playing. Oh, yeah. Lyon's, aren't they playing in the Coupe de France against Paris FC? Lazio's winning as well. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, if I was putting money on today's match, guys, I'd put it on Bayern. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Wolfsburg. It'll be interesting to see how they can get on. They do have some match winners in this team. I mean, Arnold can be dangerous from set pieces. Weghorst, Baku, all players I'm very, very highly praised of. I don't know. We'll have to see, guys. We'll have to see if they can find a way to get it done. But look at Sean comes in. 1-0 Wolfsburg. Weghorst to score in the 90th minute. Picking Wolfsburg for the clean sheet as well. I mean, like, I don't know. Because remember, Bayern are playing behind closed doors, guys. So this isn't always going to be the funnest game to play. Bayern, it's weird. They look like they were struggling a little bit considering the performance against Mainz. And then they come on and just run over Stuttgart. When they get firing, and it's hard to stop them. But like I said, man, there is a curse on this channel. There's a curse on this channel when it comes to watching Bayern, man. So it'll be interesting. Maybe Wolfsburg will pull in Augsburg the last time we did a watch along here. But be sure to, guys, if you're just tuning in, drop a like, say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from today. I know JJD TV fan is tuning in from Ireland, good old Ireland. I'm watching today from Canada with a special eye on my boy Alphonso Davies. But, we got a prediction from Alex, which I like. 740-0 for Wolfsburg. It's a stretch, my man. It's a stretch. We'll have to see. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in this Wolfsburg side. They've been pretty disappointing, to be honest. Which is just, you don't want to see. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff, guys. Get your predictions in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. It's going to be a grind. Wolfsburg will be aggressive. JJD TV fan says he's watching from Ireland. Sean, my man, from Victoria, BC, Canada. Sean, you're tuning in today, especially to keep an eye on Davies, would be my assumption. Bayern is the German Man City. They score at will sometimes. It is. If you guys watched the game against Stuttgart when it looked like it was going to be a close game, and Stuttgart had chances in that opening half there. But yeah, man, I don't know. They did not find a way to get it done. What do you think about the rumors that we are looking into Patrick Schick for a Haaland replacement? Greetings from Switzerland. Cheers, my man. I figured we'd be linked with him eventually. Schick's got 16 goals in the Bundesliga so far. He's absolutely doing it at this level. I don't know if we'll be able to get that deal done or if that's exactly what we're looking for. Because remember, I'm still under the assumption that Adeyemi is a Dortmund player. I'm fairly confident he's going to come in. We still have Ballon, who's starting to score again. But Patrick Schick's a number 9, like a big number 9. He can be an aerial presence. He's a good finisher. I wouldn't be against it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If Patrick Schick would be a good option for Dortmund going forward if Erling Haaland left. But there are rumors as well, guys, that Haaland is going to stay until 2023. So that's good for Dortmund, good for the Bundesliga as well. Watching from North York, Toronto, Ontario. Mark, how you doing, my man? Tuning in from good old Canada. I respect it. Tuning in from about there as well. Alex is tuning in from London today. Josh, what kind of winter signings will take place for Dortmund? I don't expect any. But it will depend if we're able to shed some players out, like Witsel, who's been rumored to leave. It'll depend. But I'm not expecting any big transfers to go down. That's just me. But I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. Alex, which London are you tuning in from? Is London, Ontario, or London, England? For some reason, I feel like it's London, England, but I could be wrong. About a couple minutes away from kickoff here, guys. Does anyone think? What do you think the chances are? Let me know in the chat, guys. Chances Wolfsburg gets a result today. It doesn't have to be a win, but what are the chances you guys think Wolfsburg can get a draw, get a win? Because I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like it could be. I feel like it could be low. I'm going to put 20%. 20%. Not even Zachariah for 7 mil. I read that as well, Sean. And you know what? Maybe the only reason I was skeptical about Zachariah is the fact that, yes, it's rumored at 7 mil. But if it gets into a bidding contest, I don't see Dortmund winning. Meaning if the Premier League teams come in, they could rise it. And that 7 mil could easily become 15. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe not. But, I mean, if they can get a deal with Zachariah done at 7 mil, then, yeah, there's a good chance, especially if they can flip Witsel for... He was rumored about 8 to 10, which is surprising given his age and whatnot, but we'll have to see. It'll be interesting, guys. But I personally just don't think so. Dublin is where JJD TV fan is tuning in from. Alex is tuning in from England. Yash thinks, I think Haaland stays for a year and Dortmund will win the Europa League, to be honest. Yash, I don't mind that prediction whatsoever, guys. Chances of 10%. This is a good comment coming from Mark. You're watching Bayern. They're not playing Dortmund, so 100% chance that Wolfsburg will win. Yes, guys. It's the curse here on the channel. When Bayern play Dortmund, Bayern win. Every time I do a watch along. And when they don't play Dortmund, Bayern have lost. And they've lost to a team in the second division last year. I don't remember which one it was off the top of my head. They lost to Augsburg. So it's the JJD TV curse that's coming full effect here, guys. So it will be interesting. But all right, I got the game up live now. It's going to be a fun one. Josh, what's good, bro? Not much, man. Seeing if the curse is real or not, we're going to test it out, because if Wolfsburg can find a way to win, then we know what's up. Angie says, "What the heck, Josh? You got the teams mixed up." Angie, how you doing today? Yeah, we're testing the curse today. We're testing the curse. You guys were messaging me, being like, "Josh, every time you've done a Bayern watch along, not against Dortmund, Bayern have lost." So we're putting that to the test today. So if you want to see this watch along and potential success. Be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat. You guys just saw the starting 11 change for Bayern into the 4-2-3-1. Betting odds. Oh, man. Yeah, Wolfsburg got it. It's got their job cut out for them. Josh, how dare you forget Holstein Kiel? That's who it was. That's the last one of the last watch-alongs we did. Means Wolfsburg is given like a 15% chance. Did you watch the Gladbach Pokal match? I did. I did the Holstein Kiel match. I've done the Augsburg match. I've done the Gladbach match. I don't know. Every time I seem to do a watch-along on Bayern, they lose, except for Dortmund, where they win, and they win with conviction. But either way, we'll see. I think it's going to be a fun little match. Bundesliga is going on a break, so we'll have a watch-along today, watch-along tomorrow. It should be fun. But if you guys are just tuning in, guys, be sure to drop a like, say hello in the chat. And the kickoff has started. Make sure get my ticker up for you guys. Look at that. Just beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Doesn't show this. I wanted the score in there for you guys. I feel like that's important. I feel like you think the score will be important. That'll be good enough. Right about there. All right. Hopefully that ticker's good enough for you guys for today. I can make it bigger if you need me to. But let's get this thing going. FIFA America's here, says, hi. How you doing, my man? You tuning in, I'm assuming, to keep an eye on John Brooks today. The U.S. men's national team player gets the start. But Bayern are already on the front foot here. A little bit of sloppy defending. Please, God, let Wolfsburg win. Bayern win 3-0, Lewandowski 2, and Sané with 1. That's my prediction as well. I said, and guys, if you're just tuning in, be sure to let us know what your predictions are. Mine is 3-0 Bayern. I just don't have faith in this Wolfsburg side. And Tillman as well. Tillman came off the bench, I believe, in Bayern's last match, if I'm not mistaken. I placed a £1 bet with my friend for Wolfsburg to win. Come on, Wolves will win me £10. Yash 1.16 means they're super likely to win. If you bet $100, you will win 116. The betting odds are coming in, guys. I like it. I respect it. Yeah, it'll be an interesting one, guys. It'll be an interesting one. Bayern already on the front foot. It's hard to put honestly, it's hard to put any faith into Wolfsburg, especially away from home. They have a notoriously poor record against Bayern. And the fact that Bayern's at home, I don't know, guys. I don't have a lot of faith. We'll have to see. Angie says, Wolfsburg started off well with Kofeld, but have sucked since. Yeah, and it's interesting, guys. Give me your guys' opinion. Who is the next manager to get sacked in the Bundesliga? Do you think Kofeld will be there? Because there was rumors that there was a lot of dissatisfaction with the results that were coming in. Adolf Hutter obviously is one at Gladbach who I think should be sacked. But the board just recently backed Kofeld and backed Hutter, so it doesn't look like Gladbach or Wolfsburg will be moving on from their managers anytime soon, which again, I think is a little bit, not that Kofeld's surprising, because, I mean, you've already sacked the manager this season. But, I mean, Gladbach is a point off of relegation in 16th place. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. JJD TV fan says Rosa. I don't think Marco Rosa will be sacked this year, guys. I really don't. That was a good little work there from Wolfsburg, which is easily cut out. I spoke to a friend who's a Bayern fan, and he said a swap deal, Lewandowski for Holland, was added before, friend. Yeah, there won't be a swap deal of that sorts. And there is rumors, guys, that Holland might stay for 2023 or until 2023 for the rest of this year and next year. But this story changes on the daily, so we'll have to obviously wait and see how it plays out. But it kind of looks good news that for the Bundesliga in general, that Holland could be in it next season with Dortmund. And, I mean, that would be good. Hopefully he can have some success in the Europa League as well. Adi Hutter has to go. He does. He does, man. Only 87 minutes left. Hang on, Wolfsburg from Sean. Oh, man. The board is pretty happy with Rosa. I don't think Marco Rosa should be sacked. I don't think he will be sacked. Champions League, you can put it down to injuries. Some of the league form, you can put down to injuries. Oh, that's a good ball from Davies to Lewandowski, but defended pretty well there from Wolfsburg in the end. What minute are you on? I'm at 4 minutes and 58 seconds if anyone wants to try to match up with us. 5 minutes and 3 seconds right now as Davies comes in with a good little ball. It's cleared out in the end from Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg has great players, and they need to turn it around soon. Yeah, I agree. And Angie, I don't know if you agree, or let me know if you guys agree as well. I thought Wolfsburg had the best offseason. I thought they kept all their star players. They added a ton of players as well. Luka Bacchio, Waldschmidt. I mean, from the back to the front, they've added in just about every position. And then they signed Mark van Bommel, which is, I think that's where they went wrong. And now they've had to bring in Kofeld, who I think with his scrappy relegation sides, I think it's a different feel to take over a team like Wolfsburg. So I don't know. It's just been a really disappointing season for Wolfsburg, who should be really in a top 4 position right now. Holland is leaving, says JJD TV fan. I don't think so, my man. I don't think so. The news that we're hearing is that he could be here for obviously the rest of this season and another to come, but who knows? The chances are nice, man. But there's a free kick coming up from Bayern now. Dangerous position. Leroy Sané and Gnabry over it. It is Sané, and it's defended well by Wolfsburg. Hey, Josh, do you think Reina will play during the game tomorrow? What do you guys think? It's a shot from distance, and just like that, Bayern score. Is it offside? Doesn't look like it. If not, this is a really, really poor goalkeeping mistake in my eyes. Casteels needs to do better. That was not a difficult shot. It's not offside at all? Let's take a look here. Where's Muller standing when the shot's taken? Oh, no, he's on. That sucks. That's a poor goalkeeping error there. Casteels punches it right back in. It's not a difficult shot. Puts it right on the plate for Thomas Muller. Really, really poor goalkeeping from Casteels, who's a better keeper than that. The GOAT says, #free Holland. Look at Bayern already back on the attack, man. This could be an ugly game. But no, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with Holland's future. I think there's a chance that he stays. I think there's a chance that Holland stays for another season. But here comes Baku looking for Weghorst. Is there the man on side? He is. Oh, Weghorst. Huge opportunity. Needs to bury that. Davies misreads the situation. And that should have been a goal for Weghorst immediately. What do you make of Rodrigo and Luka Jovic, who play at Real Madrid? I think they're bit part players this year. I mean, Vinicius and Karim Benzema are the main 1-2 for Madrid. Rodrigo could take that right wing role, but he's got Asensio to play for it, and then the broken Hazard and Bale. But Luka Jovic had a couple opportunities with Madrid and looked okay. But I don't know. Benzema's the main man. So Jovic and Rodrigo for now are bench players, but they're talented. I like them both. Poor Eriksen has had his contract terminated for Inter. But he might retire now. If I'm Christian Eriksen, man, I'd retire too. That's a scary, scary thing. Kind of same as Aguero. Really, really scary stuff. And I don't know. I hope he stays healthy, and I just feel like retiring will give him a good opportunity to do that. But if you guys are just tuning into the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like, say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from, as a corner was just whipped in and had a really good goal-scoring opportunity there for Wolfsburg, who are coming back into the game today. They should have scored. Thomas Muller made it 1-0, but Weghorst was literally point blank and should have probably put that in the back of the net. Bellingham is more important to Dortmund than Holland. You can get a striker. I don't know about a striker quite like Holland, though. That's the thing. We already know that Bayern are just going to win. Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in... We're putting my watch-along curse to the test. And this has got to be it. Eriksen is fitted with a defibrillator. It's all good. You can't play with a defibrillator in Serie A, which is why he is not going to stay with Inter. There are rumors, I thought, of him going back to Ajax, because I know you can play with a defibrillator there. Alex, don't forget about Rudiger at center back. There's been links to the guys that Rudiger is looking to go to Real Madrid. I don't know if anyone else of you guys heard about that, but the Antonio Rudiger to Real Madrid talks are heating up a little bit, which I thought's an interesting one. And here comes Sané from distance again. And Casteels is not having a great game so far. Again, parried the shot out right to Robert Lewandowski. Couldn't get the finish behind it. But not really what you want to see so far. Very early on, 10 minutes into this game, Casteels looking sketchy. Weghorst is not that clinical. He can be clinical, man. Weghorst has got a great goal scoring record in the Bundesliga. But I mean, he looks very dangerous when it comes from headers. That's where I think he's at his best. For once, I'm cheering for Weghorst. Tuning in from Colorado. Was a good stop. Who do you think between Portugal and Italy will qualify? Guys, let me know in the comments below. I like asking this question. Who do you guys think will qualify out of that group to the World Cup? Italy or Portugal? If you're just tuning in, guys, drop a like. It's always appreciated. But I'm going to say Italy. And Portugal are not going to be in the World Cup. Hi, Josh. I just had dinner with a referee and now Friday night football with JJD. Well, I appreciate it, Sebastian. I hope you're doing well today. Nice little dinner with a referee. Not bad, not bad. Will you be at the US-Canada game since you will be in Hamilton? I will actually be on a cruise. My parents, for Christmas, are bringing me on a cruise. It happens to be when I was supposed to go to the game in Hamilton. So I will not be going there. I'll be on a cruise. So, but if that's even if that happens, we'll have to see, man. COVID again has been crappy in Canada. Things are getting canceled left, right, and center. But I'll be doing our 5 takeaways videos and previews still. It's just I don't know if I'll actually I can't do a watch along on it if I'm on the cruise. Hello from Italy. Hello, my man. I'm assuming you're thinking Italy would take out Portugal to make it to the World Cup. I don't want to see Italy miss out on back-to-back World Cups. I think Portugal has been poor enough that you can be like, all right, you know what? It's time to go to a new manager. It is what it is. Sorry, Ronaldo. I don't know. I don't see Portugal winning. Not the way that team plays. But yeah, a couple JJD TV fan says Turkey, which is fair, man. Which is fair. Italy for sure. Portugal needs luck, and I think they ran out of it. Sebastian said I put my money on Turkey. Alex says Portugal. It'll be fun, man. I'm excited to see when that stuff happens. But here comes Upamecano looking for a decent little ball. Bayern have just been dominating Wolfsburg today, guys. It is like there's just pressing, winning the ball back, all defending for the green shirts today. And it's funny because there's the goal that they scored was, I thought, a goalkeeping mistake. Let me know if you disagree. And Weghorst had the opportunity, man, to make it 1-1 pretty quickly after Muller scored. But on the counter, I think is where you're going to find Wolfsburg at their best, as Baku has a nice little move right there. Nice little ball. Waldschmidt trying to be cheeky there to Stefan. It's poor, but good defending in the end for Bayern. Yes, Rudiger to Real Madrid. We've lost all confidence in the last few games. Yeah, whoever picks up Rudiger, I think is going to have his steal. Carvajal or someone else, they'll find someone. If Italy has all their main players, they should go through. I agree with that. I have got my eyes on BVB Belgium and Holland's Norway, says Catalina. Italy will win on stats, but Ronaldo should play his last World Cup. Like I said, Qatar will be livid if Ronaldo's not there, man. Such a global figure. And with all the controversies of, having a World Cup in Qatar, I think it'd be funny if Ronaldo didn't qualify for that reason. But I don't know. I don't think Portugal have been very good. Sucks because it's, I want to see both teams there. But if I had to pick one, I'd rather see Italy. Because I just think they're the better team, definitely the better managed team. And they just missed out on a World Cup. So here comes a good opportunity for Leroy Sané. Wolfsburg is in no form to compete today. They're going to only be effective on the counter. But the way that Bayern press make it so hard for Wolfsburg to actually do anything with the ball. They're closed down so quickly. Oh, nice little nutmeg there from Baku on Jamal Musiala. If Portugal get a quality manager, they will make it through. Yeah, but they won't. They're not going to fire Santos unless they don't qualify. So he'll probably get sacked if they don't qualify, which I think is fine because he's probably going to get sacked anyways. Nice ball. Weghorst is a great player and will leave Wolfsburg next summer. There's even been rumors linking him out for a January move. I'm not really sure exactly where he would go, if he's going to stay in the Bundesliga or not. So if we go for Schick, imagine this. We go if Holland ended up leaving, we get Patrick Schick from Leverkusen. Leverkusen grab Weghorst from Wolfsburg, but I feel like Weghorst wants to go to the Prem. Maybe like an Everton, or obviously Newcastle was linked. Canucks Hub is tuned in, says, wish Davies played higher up, but Bayern is too stacked. Yeah, but they have this new, like under Nagelsmann, they play in this new system. It's like a 3-4-2-1. Davies has a lot of options going forward, knowing that Pavard kind of hangs back in a back three. And Sané's played tighter in the middle, along with Muller, with Lewandowski up top. So he has a lot of potential going forward, making runs the way that Davies does, with still a little bit of defensive responsibility. But yeah, I mean, if they played like a 4-2-3-1, it'd be fun to see what Davies could do. Obviously, from the Canadian perspective, can't believe Chelsea has Werner on 270K, Saul on 190K, but they can't give Rudiger 250. It is a ton of money, man. I mean, if they can, they would have to ship Werner, and I mean, I don't think they're going to sign Sal. I don't know what he's going to happen to Sal, because he was rumored to go to Barca, which I thought made sense. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Wolfsburg are not in the Europa League. They finished last in the Champions League group, so they're done. The Bundesliga sides that are still in Europe this year there's only one in the Champions League, and it's Bayern, which is not great for the Bundesliga at a whole, but Bayern usually go on a deep run. But the Europa League, there's a ton. Both two teams finished first and got a bye to the round of 16, which is Leverkusen and Frankfurt, and then Leipzig and Dortmund are coming down as well. So there's 4 teams competing in the Europa League knockout stages, and 1 in the Champions League, obviously being Bayern. So Bayern got a free kick coming in right now, or a corner kick, defended relatively well. It was decent. It was decently done there. As an Arsenal fan, I want David to go to Arsenal, but at the same time, Arsenal fans are so ruthless. Yeah, Jonathan David has been linked to Arsenal, with Lacazette looking to potentially not get re-signed, Aubameyang being Aubameyang. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to see him at Arsenal. But if you guys are just tuning in today, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you guys are new to the channel. Always appreciated. And let us know who you're cheering on today. I know a lot of you guys are going for Wolfsburg. And I don't know, man. What we've seen so far, 20 minutes in, it's a stretch. It's a stretch. Sané's with the ball. Does well. Finds Davies out wide. A lot of defending from Wolfsburg today. Imagine World Cup without Holland and without Ronaldo at it. Well, Holland's in a bit of a tricky situation, man, because Norway isn't. I don't know. I don't think Norway's like a expected team to make the World Cup. You know, like it's kind of the same as Lewandowski in Poland. Yes, Lewandowski's qualified before, but they're not really going to do much. And that's the same as even if Holland was there. Holland arguably could maybe score a goal out of 3 games and get knocked out in the group stage. No disrespect to Norway, but it's a shame, man. It is. Wolfsburg won't let him leave in January. Wolfsburg to Burnley confirmed. I'd hope not, man. I'd hope not. As an Arsenal fan, yes, Canucks Hub. And that's interesting because Bean is tuned in and said David to Dortmund to replace Holland. I would like it. That would be my dream, but it's not going to happen. I don't know who's going to come in, because there's a chance that Holland will stay, as Davies just kicks the ball off his face and out. There's a chance that Davies will stay, and if he does stay, or that Holland will stay, and if he does stay, then obviously there's still Adeyemi coming in, who will probably play on the wing. But if Holland does leave or link with Schick, we still are going to go for Adeyemi. We have Malen, who's scoring now. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen there. Did you watch the Leverkusen game in which we won 7-0 and Schick scored 4? I did. Schick's got 16 goals this year, guys. Only 2 goals behind Lewandowski, 3 above Haaland. Schick is someone to definitely be taken pretty seriously. He's a good goal scorer. I just don't know if his style of play would fit with Dortmund. I think they would definitely need some pacing wingers. Schick has decent speed, but I don't know. Obviously, David coming in would be nice, but it's looking like David's looking to go to potentially Arsenal, which I don't know. It's a World Cup, not the Euros. The points is to see countries from all around the world, is my opinion. Oh, yeah. I think the distribution's fine with the amount of teams coming in. Every time I hear Arsenal, I see Aubameyang leaving Champions League or Europa League team for a mid-table team. It always makes me laugh. Yeah, Aubameyang. I mean, Aubameyang had a good goal-scoring record when he joined Arsenal, but has been pretty atrocious. I shouldn't say atrocious because he still scores goals, but he's just not what he used to be. A good ball comes in and Casteels grabs it. Isha tunes in, says, "Let's go, Davies," with some Canadian love coming in. Yeah, Davies have an okay game so far. Okay game. Josh, have you heard about UEFA Nations League for 2024 may include Brazil and Argentina? Yes, did you guys hear that breaking story? I just talked about it with Filippo, and very interesting, man. Very, very interesting. I think it's a huge middle finger to CONCACAF. If CONMEBOL was going to join any Nations League, they should have joined the CONCACAF Nations League. Instead, they're joining the UEFA Nations League, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't get it. If you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know. But I just think it was stupid. There's no reason for that. And yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. I just thought CONMEBOL should have joined CONCACAF, and if they're going to do Nations League like that, no reason for Brazil and Argentina and whatnot going all the way up. Poor clearance there from Lucas Hernandez, but offside. Hi, Josh. I love your channel. Are you going to the US versus Canada qualifier? I am not. I will be on a cruise, guys. I will be on a cruise as long as it doesn't get canceled. Not that I went out of my way to book a cruise on top of this because I didn't. But my parents surprised me with it. So, yeah. I'll be able to do a watch along of the next window. I'll get previews and 5 takeaways out. But I won't be able to do a watch along or go to the game, obviously, for the US and Canada or our third game as well. I won't be able to do a watch along for it. But I'll be able to do one for the El Salvador game, I believe. Yo, Josh, watching you from a Target break room. I love it. Isaiah, how you doing today, my man? Long time no see. For Isaiah and the U.S. men's national team, love out there. John Brooks is starting today as the outside left center back for Wolfsburg. And for our Canadians out there, Davies starting as well as a left back in a 4-2-3-1 setup for Bayern. The Wolfsburg player quality is there to beat Bayern, but the mindset isn't. They seriously need to adjust something with the team. It's such a defensive shape. And Angie, I talked about it with the Kobelt signing as well. Kobelt was used to managing Werder Bremen, who I thought he did a good job with. Werder Bremen have been really poor in the Bundesliga for the last few years, ever since he pretty much came, which believe he came in 2017. And while he was over there, they basically battled relegation each and every season. That's what he's used to fighting with, grinding out points, playing ugly football. And now you put a manager like that, which a huge learning curve for a team like Wolfsburg, who has a lot of talented players. So it was very interesting to see what Kobelt could do if he can adjust his style. But from what I'm seeing right now, and maybe it's just the fact that it's against Bayern, but they've been 11 men behind the ball for this entire game, and they've tried to hit on the counter, which may be the game plan because it's Bayern. But I don't know. I don't see a way that Bayern don't pop in another one and kill this thing off. Canucks Hub says Liam Miller has been heating up in Switzerland. He absolutely has. Scored another beautiful goal as well. Been a big fan of Liam Miller, man. You guys on the channel will know that. Both Muller and Royce are great, but I think Muller is a little better. From Angie, coming from a Dortmund fan, unbiased. I'll never say that. I'll always be Royce over Thomas Muller. I'm sorry, but that was a really nice move there from Jamal Musiala. Got a little lucky there. Common Ball needs cash. They do, but I don't know. It seems stupid. If they're gonna combine Nations League, Common Ball should have came with CONCACAF. Maybe some CONCACAF teams in the Copa before 2026 World Cup. Could be. Champions League redraw proves that all UEFA draws are rigged. Maybe. I don't know. Nice ball. Here comes Wolfsburg trying to get some bodies forward. And to be fair to Wolfsburg today, when they go on the counter, they do look dangerous. But if they don't get it on that first attempt, Bayern gets bodies back, man. Bayern are just in that type of shape. Prime Royce with a different breed, much better than Mulla, but Mulla is better now. I think Royce is still doing his work, but yeah, I mean, both of them are Bundesliga legends, that's for sure. Rudy to go to Dortmund to develop. They seem like, well, man, that'd be an interesting one. He'd be an interesting player. He'd be a similar type of player to come in like Davies did to Bayern, because he's on trial at Liverpool, at Arsenal. It would not be unrealistic to see Dortmund getting a sniff in there, getting their hands on a player like that, because there's a lot of upside to him. So we'll have to see. But if he gets a contract out of Liverpool or Arsenal, that's huge. I've been good. I got the next 2 weekends off, says Isaiah. Nicely done, my man. Kofeld record versus Bayern is horrible. Wolfsburg's record versus Bayern is horrible as well, man. This tie is just not built for Wolfsburg, which is why we were testing the JJD TV Bayern curse today. And right now it's failing because Bayern definitely seem to be able to turn it on. Right there comes Lewandowski and a save on the line. Damn. If you guys are just joining us today, 26 minutes in the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like. I've seen a few subscribers as well joining us, so if you've dropped a sub and I did not give you a shout out, just comment, be like, hey, Josh, new around here. I appreciate it. And yeah, we got an interesting game so far. Bayern, in my opinion, have been pretty dominant, which I think we all kind of expected. Muller, Royce both play for my national team, so trying to be objective. That's fair, Angie. That's fair. JJD, what do you think the chances Canada get the next rotation? 9 points or 7 points? Look at the confidence. I think personally a win and 2 draws would be fair. I don't think we're gonna win all 3. We have the States at home, which is tough, and we have 2 games in Central America, which is also very, very tough. We have not had to do that yet. So if we're able to get a win and 2 draws, I'd be happy with that. I know that's 5 points, but this is going to be a very, very tough window. One of the best in CONCACAF at home, and then 2 Central Americans on away. That's not easy whatsoever. So I'd say 5. I'm hoping 5 to 7, but I'd be happy with 5. That just shows what kind of window we have coming up. Most teams' records against Bayern are horrible. Yeah. That's a nice ball. Really nice ball from Davies to find Leroy Sané. But defending nicely there once again from Wolfsburg, who are just punting it upfield. It does not go very far. Upamecano's with it once again. And Casteels is able to grab it. Lewandowski was robbed on the line. What do you think about the match in Hamilton, not in Toronto? I thought it was a little surprising. I thought it should have been in BC Place, and in my opinion, I thought that made the most sense. But I don't know. We'll have to see. If you're going to put it in Ontario, I'm surprised they just wouldn't have put it in BMO. But Hamilton has a really well upkept field, and obviously that they have consistent soccer matches on it with the Hamilton Forge FC, whatever you want to call. FC Forge Hamilton is what they were in the CONCACAF Nations or Champions League draw. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not that worried about it, but I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. It's already sold out. They sold tickets out before it even hit the market, which I thought was pretty cool. But I will not be attending. Quality Hamilton Field. Am I worried? Nope. Beautiful field. I've been there probably 20 times. It's sad that injuries defined Royce's career. I don't I don't know about defying, because I still think he's had a really, really good career. I don't know. Yeah, what could have been? Yes, we don't know what a healthy Royce his whole life could have done, but yeah, it's turf. It's turf. What channel is the game on, lads? I'm watching it on Sportsnet now. No fans sucks. Can we just all grow a pair and live with it? That's a different debate, my man, that I am not going to get into. It's unfortunate. It looks weird, but I mean, games are getting canceled left, right, and center in England. So let's just, Germany's always done really well. They're the first league to get back playing after COVID. I think they've done a really good job being able to control it. England has not. So, I don't know. It sucks. It looks weird. I know it does. But they have to do what they have to do to keep the league running. And at least the Bundesliga is going to be going into winter break, having played all their games, unlike the Prem, where Tottenham's only played like 14 games. Nice ball. 31 minutes in, guys. Will Messi return to Barca? I don't think so. I think he'll return to Barca in off the pitch role one day. Nice little ball from Thomas Muller, which is grabbed by Casteels. But we'll have to see. But Noah comes in like a clutch, man. He says, like and subscribe, guys. If you guys would be so kind. Noah, appreciate the love, my man. Drop a like and a sub. Say hello in the chat as well. It's been an interesting game so far. I'm just waiting for that moment, similar in the Stuttgart game where it just like they're staying in, they're having their chances, and then it's just good night. But a nice little ball there for Weghorst. Misses a massive opportunity once again on the counterattack. Weghorst is having an off game today. That was a really good ball from Arnold. This needs to be better. Hits off the shin of Weghorst. Big opportunity, goes missing once again. Angie's watching it on ESPN. You think if Canada has clinched top 3 by the end of January-February window, the Jamaica match will be played in Vancouver because results do not matter? I don't know, man. I don't know how they're going to do it. To me, it's going to be freezing at Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. It's going to be so cold. I don't know. I just thought BC Place made the most sense. It's got a good soccer market there as well. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why they put it in Hamilton, but maybe they saw what happened at the Azteca and thought, hey, you know what? We're going back to Ontario. But again, I still thought you have BMO there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is going on behind the scenes there. But either way, it's going to be in Hamilton. I unfortunately will not be at it. Will not be at the game. But let's hope that all fans can make it and COVID doesn't have any impact on that. Messi won't return to Barca as a player. Some board function, yes. Yes, I agree, Angie, 100%. Gnabry or Sane, who is better? In my eyes, Sane. I think Sane has been way, way better, especially since he started finding form at Bayern. He's just a different, I don't know, he's a different player than he was. I think that he's coming back. He's definitely a different player than Gnabry, but I just like, if it was me and I had to pick one or the other, I would go with Sane. How's my boy doing? Look at John Herdman, best manager in CONCACAF, tuning on in. I'm doing well, my man. How are you doing today? Having a nice little match so far, guys, between Bayern and Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg are holding on. They've had a couple point-blank chances that's fallen to Weghorst, who has just not been able to get it done. And if you don't take your chances against Bayern when they come, you're going to be punished. So I'm a little nervous to see how the rest of this match plays out, but logistics seems to be the word I keep hearing for Hamilton and Vancouver. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't know. Either way, let's hope it works out. Going to Edmonton, in my opinion, was ugly. I don't think it did a whole bunch of justice, that pitch. well, technically, I guess field, whatever you want to call it. It's a football stadium. But we got the job done. So who am I to complain? At the Azteca, beat Mexico. Good night. I'm happy. I love watching the way that Sané play. He's so light-footed but deadly. I do too, and I like his new role for Bayern, playing as that kind of tighter cam or inverted striker, however you want to put it. Instead of being way out wide, he's very good with the ball at his feet as well. And I think he's been shining in this when they play like the 3-4-2-1 kind of role. Nicely done from Maxence Lacroix. There's a little bit of space out wide. Gerhardt's gotten wide there looking for Waldschmidt, which awful ball. And then sloppy and poor from Wolfsburg. And look what happens down the other end. But Lacroix does well. Gnabry's better in my opinion. He can finish and has great pace. Arsenal probably regret letting Gnabry and Mullen leave. Yeah. Arsenal's had a few of those. How has Davies been today? He's been fine. There's been a ton of possession for Bayern. There's been a lot of green shirts behind the ball. To Wolfsburg's somewhat defense, I mean, they've defended kind of well, and then they've been okay, and created a couple big chances. And Davies has been fine. He always is. He's very consistent from the left-hand side. But here comes Pavard, finds Muller. Trying to play out. Nicely done. Oh, that's what happens. Wolfsburg just have such problems coming out, man. How does Lacroix look to you? I'm not entirely sold on him. I like Maxence Lacroix. I like Maxence Lacroix a lot more last season. I thought Maxence Lacroix was stellar. Bundesliga Team of the Year conversation last year for Wolfsburg, but he hasn't looked the same this season. No one on this Wolfsburg side did. I don't know if it's the lack of confidence at the beginning of the season or what exactly happened to it, but Davies with the chop at it and goes wayward over the net. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. And Lacroix was someone who I praise very, very highly and wanted him to potentially come to Dortmund, but kind of seems like his interest might be cooling off a little bit because, I mean, most players in Wolfsburg this season have underachieved. De Bruyne or Lewandowski? Interesting debate. Two very different type of players. Yeah, I don't know who I'd want. Do I want one of the best number 9s in world football or one of the best center mids cams in world football? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's an interesting one. Interesting question. Lewandowski or Kevin De Bruyne? Hard to compare. Angie doesn't think so as she goes for Lewandowski. They have different roles, but for me, Lewandowski. Yeah, you're guaranteed goals. But KDB is unreal as well. So I don't know. That's a tough one. 38 minutes in, still 1-0 Wolfsburg, guys. Anybody think that Wolfsburg got a chance still? Coming up to halftime, and they've known their role. Like I said, they've been defending well to a point. They just haven't been able to create a whole bunch. They're simply just defending and relying on the counter. My friend says Kevin De Bruyne. Sebastian says KDB. Monica says never. Kimmich is better than De Bruyne. I don't know about that, Angie. I mean, it's hard to debate. They're different roles. I do think Kimmich is the best 6 in world football. That's tough. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know when the rosters for the January camp as well as the U20 camp will be released? I do not. But we got some more content for the channel then with the U20 camp that's happening in January. That should be fun to take a look at, see how that goes. But as soon as I find out, we'll be live for it. But I haven't heard anything quite yet. It's hard to know. They like to wait as late as they possibly can. But James, how you doing today, my man? Assuming you're keeping a special little eye on our boy Alphonso Davies. For me, absolutely. De Bruyne is a very different player from Kimmich. They are, but to be fair, De Bruyne is a very different player from Lewandowski as well. They're all, in my opinion, they're all best at what they do. I think Lewandowski is the best striker in the world. I think Kimmich is the best 6, and I think De Bruyne best 8. I think that's how would you describe De Bruyne? Would you guys say an 8 as well? I know like he can play as a cam, but he plays as an 8 basically. An ish and somewhere between an 8 and a 10. It's a decent little ball whipped in for Bayern, but Musiala can't keep it in. Wolfsburg are holding on, else it would be 3-0 by now. Yeah, there has been a few chances, but the funny thing is that I thought Wolfsburg had 2 pretty good chances as well. Like I said, man, there have been basically 10 men behind the ball, and then have been waiting to break on the counter, and that's the game plan that they can go with. And if Weghorst had better finishing boots on today, man, he could have potentially put one in the back of the net. Do you think Bayern need to do transfer business in January? I honestly think they don't. I don't think we're going to see a lot of action from Bundesliga sides in the January window. The only player who I potentially could see them going for is Serginho Dest. I think Bayern lack a right back. Oh, there's Weghorst, gets a shot off, but an easy save there from Manuel Neuer. And with that, look how quick this break is. But it's a poor touch there from Leroy Sané. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Bayern will sign anyone, but I know that the Dest conversation has come up because Barca are desperate to sell. But more than likely Bayern won't sign anyone. Dortmund won't sign anyone. And it'll be a quiet January. That's my assumption, but we'll have to see. In the Nations League, is Belgium with Poland, Wales, and Netherlands? I don't know. Are you asking me or telling me? If you're asking me, maybe. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you said Belgium, Poland, 2 wins. I'd go for Belgium. Then you can also compare Neuer to Lewandowski. Yeah, exactly. Bayern haven't gotten into first gear. They look good right off the off. There was a ton of pressure under Wolfsburg, but they've settled down a little bit. That's a sloppy touch from Arnold, and Sané does well to pounce on it. Leroy Sané's got Gnabry with him. Oh, nicely done. Well defended there from Wolfsburg in the end. But they win it back so easily, and Lewandowski is blocked off. And now a counter once again coming up for Wolfsburg. Yo, Josh, does Wolfsburg have a chance of winning this game? I don't know about winning. I mean, I don't think they have a chance really of getting anything out of it. And there comes Alphonso Davies, does really well to find Lewandowski out wide. Trying to cut on to his right, but closed down pretty well there. It's a good little chance from Bayern. That's Mark Roca to Jamal Musiala. And Upamecano says F it and going to the ceiling. James says, do you know if this is on Sportsnet? It's on Sportsnet now. If you have that. Otherwise, it's not on Sportsnet Ontario. They decided to do a replay of the Columbus Blue Jackets game, which I do not know why. I honestly can't wait for the Nations League. England want to get payback on Italy, a European derby with England and Germany. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm curious to see that game. I think that England and Germany will have no love lost between the two. I think Germany will win. Let me know in the chat, guys. Who do you guys think will win? Germany, England, when they face off in the Nations League next. I just think Hansi Flick has done such a good job there so far. And I think they're a different team than the one that they lost to in the Euros. Belgium, for some reason, can never come through. No. Expect a good semifinal finish from Belgium in any major tournament. Maybe quarterfinals, and then that's all you'll get. Luca's tuning in today and says, go Wolfsburg. We're almost at halftime, guys. If you're just chilling with us, be sure to drop a like on the chat. Say hello if you are just joining us. We're getting very close to halftime here. South American teams could join the Nations League for 2024. Apparently, yeah. Coming from CONCACAF, it's so stupid. I think that's a big mistake. I think if CONMEBOL is going to join anything, they should have joined CONCACAF Nations League, made that a lot more interesting, a lot more fun, get those kind of games, help. But I mean, I don't know. It comes down to money, and I don't know what the agreement was between UEFA and CONMEBOL, but I just think it's stupid. I really do. There's no reason they need to join the Nations League. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think on that breaking news. If you think it's smart, if you think it's dumb, I don't know. I don't know, guys, but it's halftime here. We're going to bring up Big Josh here. We're going to get into some comments, see how you guys are all doing today. I say it's going to end in a 2-2 draw. Got some Spanish love coming into the chat. Nations League would be good preparations for the World Cup. It would have been, and it would have been nice if CONMEBOL and CONCACAF would have been put together. Big opportunity lost, in my opinion. Germany, if everyone is healthy. Germany. Hello, my man. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Got an interesting game so far. It's only 1-0. Only 1-0. Possession 63 to 36. 37, 63.4 to 36.6. Shots are 9 to 5. It's been a pretty fair match so far, to be fair. North Macedonia have a chance to qualify for the Nations League knockout of their groups. Yeah, but I'm assuming you're talking about World Cup. Are you talking about the Nations League? I'm not sure who they drew against, but North Macedonia also has a chance to qualify for the World Cup, but they have a tough task being drawn against Italy and then potentially have to face Portugal if they win. Alex tunes in, says, hello. Alex, how you doing, my man? Germany will play England twice in the Nations League. For South American teams, it's probably smart, bigger competition. Yeah. I mean, I think it comes down to money. But I don't know. I think it's such a shame. I'm Canadian, so I'm looking at it from the CONCACAF side, and it just to me it makes more sense geographically. It makes way more sense as well. There is that history there, and they had a competition where the South American and North American teams played in it, and it was really popular. So I don't know. Either way, it's because Nations League took away South American friendlies in England. That's why South American lost money. Yeah, it comes down to money. So whatever CONMEBOL thinks that will bring in more money is what they're going to do. Has Bayern been in complete control so far? I'd say yes. Let me know if you guys agree with that. They dominated possession. They were pressing really well to the start of the game. They had a couple of good chances. They probably could have had more than just a 1-0 lead. But to be fair, Wolfsburg have a game plan today of basically put as many men behind the ball as possible and then hit hard on the counter. And Weghorst had 2 good opportunities, kind of half-ish chances to score, but he could have scored one. He's a good striker. So, I mean, they're in control, but they started off hot, and then they kind of went into a bit of cruise control. And it's only a 1-0 game. So there's still a lot that can happen here. Doing good, bro. How about you? How's the game been? It's been good. Just looking to see if this game can get opened up a little bit, as Wolfsburg looked dangerous on the counter, but ultimately Bayern have just controlled the game. Tom says, go Wolfsburg. All about the money, like always. You're not wrong, my man. It'll be an easier competition for you. It will be. That's true. But, I mean, we have the Gold Cup, and we have that every 2 years. So the Nations League, I thought, was a good opportunity to get more money in the CONCACAF, get more awareness, help the overall level. And yeah, it's just a shame. Opinion on Zagadou. Would he be a good Matt's replacement? Also, what's up with his contract? I believe his contract ends at the end of the season, and there's been no contract talks, really. They've been stalling a little bit. I'm still very torn on Zagadou, guys. I'm harsh on him on the channel because he, in my opinion, he's never been that great. Like, again, with no disrespect to Zagadou, he was young when I watched him. He's got big mistakes in him that happen every game. He needs to clean that up. And on top of that, he's got a horrible injury record. So putting all that together, no, I don't see him as a long-term replacement for Mats Hummels. If he can stay fit and he can clean up his game a little bit, maybe. And that's what Dortmund are trying to decide, whether he's worth investing in or letting walk for free. And I don't know, Zagadu's not going to want to sign a contract for a year. He's going to want to get probably a 3-4 year deal, probably more than that, ideally. And I don't know if Dortmund want to commit into a player that's so injury prone. So I think they're going to really see if he can stay fit. Now, he's played 3 or 4 games in a row right now, which is good to see. So I don't know. I'm torn on Zagadou because if he comes good, it'd be a shame to let him walk, especially for free. But I don't know. I'm just torn on how I think he's going to develop. Bayern looks dominant. They do, but they need to take their opportunities because it takes one counterattack, which Wolfsburg have shown that they can do. The match is going good. Do Wolfsburg have Luka Bacchio? If so, they should start him because he's got quite good pace and can exploit Bayern's high line. They do have Luka Bacchio. He is not starting today. I believe he started their last match, and I think he scored a couple goals in their last match. But Luka Bacchio is not even on the bench today. So I think he might have started. Looking on the bench, there's not a whole lot of really good options. Nemeka wasn't available for today either. Philip wasn't available. Silva wasn't available. Schlager wasn't available. And Luka Bacchio wasn't available. So it is a bit of a depleted Wolfsburg side today, to be honest, guys. Barca versus Napoli. Who wins? Guys, in the chat, for the Europa League round of 32 or whatever you want to call it, the play into the round of 16s, Barca versus Napoli. Who do you guys say who's going to win? I say Napoli. I say Napoli will win and probably win pretty convincingly. Rosen wants to keep Zagadou. And it makes sense as long as, because he's young, he's talented. As long as he can stay fit and clean up his game, I am not against it. I don't know if he's going to be, in my eyes, Mats Hummels' replacement. I don't know how comfortable I would be with Akanji Zagadou, but again, just like Tom's going to say, I hope Zagadou pulls a Brandt and makes you eat the words. And I'm all for it, man, because Dahoud made me do it. Brandt's making me do it. So no reason why Zagadou can't join on and make Josh eat his own words, which is fine, man. I like Zagadou. I right now I'd prefer going out and investing in a center back to play alongside Akanji than promoting Zagadou. That's my personal opinion. Leonard Maloney is much more better long-term replacement. That is not true, my man. I'm sorry for that. I don't know if you're a U.S. supporter, but Leonard Maloney is 22 years old. He's as good as he's probably going to get. He's not ever going to play for Borussia Dortmund's main side. That's a fact. I don't think that's unfair to say. It's not like he's an 18-year-old coming up or someone as talented and gifted as Collins is coming up. Leonard Maloney got brought in to play for the U23s in the 3rd division. That is his caliber. Now, I think Maloney could take a step up and maybe play in the 2nd Bundesliga, join like a Hannover 96 or Nuremberg or something like that. But if you're expecting Leonard Maloney to start and play for Dortmund, I don't know what to tell you because it's not going to happen. But we got Napoli. Demiral to replace him? I doubt it. I think Demiral, there's a chance he might stay in Atalanta. Do you think we need new wingers? Yes. Yes, we do. Adeyemi is supposed to be one of them, guys. The Adeyemi transfer is supposed to be unrelated to whether Holland stays or not. Napoli will win unless Xavi has a major turnaround. I agree with that. You speak the truth on Zags. I would like to see him improve and be the guy back there, but not sure he has it in him. Yeah, that's kind of what I see, man. But I mean, again, he's playing now. If he can stay healthy, he still has that mistake in him. He did it last match as well. Had a big turnover, sloppy pass. It just looks nonchalant on the ball. And I think that's the word I'm using. But he is still very young. He still has a lot of room to improve. So we'll have to see how that gets going there. My heart drops every time Lewandowski gets on the ball. Could score at any time. If we had good enough CBs, I would prefer to use a 3-back formation. Marco Rose doesn't like 3-back systems. I think our personnel much more fit a back 3 than they do, so I would do it. But Marco Rose does not like playing in a back 3, and that's why we're going to see probably the 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 for the remainder of the season. Got a couple people saying Barca over Napoli. Napoli, Lorenzo Insigne show. It was linked to Toronto FC, which, I don't want to see him do. Barca, I don't like Napoli. And Barcelona. Will anyone leave Dortmund in January? There's rumors that Axel Witsel could walk out the door. Guys, let's get to 50 likes. I like the target. I'm not sure how many likes we're chilling at right now, guys, but if we're not at 50 yet, be sure to drop a like if you're just tuning in. Drop a sub as well, and be sure to say hello. Join the conversation, as second half will be coming up relatively shortly. The Wolfsburg is trying to make it into a game, which is fair. They're doing their part. Haaland to leave Dortmund in January, I bet. I don't think so, man. I'm 100% positive Haaland will not be leaving in January. So I can promise you guys he will not be leaving in January. There's a chance he could leave in. There's a chance that he could leave in the summer, but there's even reports coming out now that Haaland is looking to maybe stay until 2023. So that's obviously good news for the Bundesliga in itself. But I mean, I wouldn't sleep on that yet. But this is a funny comment. But yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. I'd love to see Haaland stay till 2023. I think there is still a strong chance that he'll leave in the summer. He definitely won't leave. He definitely won't leave in the January transfer window. Haaland will be here to the end of the year. But Josh, you are why U.S. national team fans can't have nice things. Your negativity causes injuries. I blame you for joking. I'm sorry. I like Leonard Maloney, man. I'd love to see him step up. But again, I'm just giving you guys the facts. He's 22 years old. He's probably as good as he's really going to be. He's not going to take that step up to be a starter for Dortmund. Doesn't mean he's not going to be a starter one day in the Bundesliga or a solid Bundesliga 2 player. But for now, he's chilling in the third division. That's probably where he's going to stay for a little bit. Lewandowski is going to beat Ronaldo's record for most goals in a calendar year. I thought it was Gert Muller's record. Because Ronaldo doesn't have a record for the most goals in the calendar year. That's Messi. But I thought the record, because I think if Lewandowski scores today, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, if Lewandowski scores today, he breaks Gerd Muller's record for the most Bundesliga goals in a calendar year. Is that not the record that's on display for today? I feel like Angie would know this. Angie, do you know this? What's Josh's fave Prem team? My team growing up in Canada was Chelsea. Like, my Prem team growing up in Canada was Chelsea. I don't really watch the Premier League as much anymore. And then I joined like Twitter and Instagram and really didn't like following the Prem. But I don't know. Other teams I really like and follow is Lille a lot because of Jonathan David. I watch a lot of Lille. I always like Diego Simeone. And I like Napoli a lot. I swear most Americans support Dortmund because of Pulisic, used to play, and Gio Reyna. I think there's a good amount of Americans out there who would have got into Dortmund because of Pulisic. Have you thought about bringing back the Bundesliga power rankings? Look forward to the 2 daily streams. Have not considered it yet. Maybe one day. Josh's favorite Premier team is Norwich because just like no, I like Norwich for a personal reason. But Josh Sargent joined, so I don't know if I can like them as much anymore. No, I'm kidding. Did you get Canada tickets? I did not, for 2 reasons. One, I'm not gonna be going because I got a cruise given to me for Christmas. My parents surprised me with a cruise. Said, Josh, we're bringing you and your girlfriend on a cruise. These are the dates we're leaving. So awkward. But I was like, oh, I love the cruise. Thank you so much for the gift. But you put it right in the middle of a big part of what I do here on YouTube. So a little awkward, but yeah, I guess for right now, no, I'm not going to be doing it. I cannot not go to the game, and I cannot do a watch along now. I will be going on a cruise. So you'll get the previews, you'll get the 5 takeaways, and that is it. You'll get the first watch along for the El Salvador game. And then I can't do the watch along for the other 2 games if the cruise goes through. I was talking about Ronaldo's personal record of 69 goals in a calendar year in all competitions. I know Messi's got the most goals record. I don't think anyone is beating that anytime soon. You were spot on, my man. I thought there was another record on tap today. Angie, I'm looking at you. Or anyone who might know. Is there not a record on display for Ronaldo or for Lewandowski today? I thought it was Gerd Muller's record of the amount of Bundesliga goals in a calendar year. And I think if Lewandowski scores today, he breaks that record with the most Bundesliga goals scored in a calendar year. Newcastle United actually suck in the Premier League. Can we just relegate them now? And I think it's funny. They thought the oil money coming in would save them. I honestly don't see Vaxel being stupid enough to go along with the contract that lets Haaland leave midseason. No, I'm as confident as I possibly could be. Haaland will not leave in January, but I think there's a chance he could leave in the summer. Can we go on the cruise with you? I don't know, my man. I don't know. Apparently that's where COVID started, so cruise prices are very cheap. Everyone can go to Tactical Manager's channel to see the Kings play. The Rude Canadians. The Rude Canadians was just on Tactical's channel actually today. The second half is going to get back underway, guys. Sebastian says, yes, Gerd Muller and Lewandowski share the most goals in the Bundesliga in a calendar year with 42 goals. Sebastian comes up clutch, guys. So just, nice little tidbit of information. If Lewandowski scores today, he will break Gerd Muller's record for the most Bundesliga goals in a calendar year at 43. So a little bit of history could be on display for today. What's your division in rivals, Josh? I only played like 10 games of FIFA this year. And so don't you get put in 9 right away? Or do you don't get like placed anymore, do you? Or maybe 10? I don't know. I won every game I played online this year. But again, I only played like 10. So I think I got pushed up a couple divisions. But I was playing at the beginning and there was a lot of people who were not very good at the game. But I am going to be bringing back some FIFA, I think, in between the Bundesliga breaks. Wow, 10 games or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't against very good. It was like Division 10. I remember playing people who clearly never played this game before. But I don't know. I'd be like a Division 4, Division 3 type player. That's what I've always been when I play FIFA. No better, no worse. I'm like very the same at every FIFA. In FIFA 16, I got up to Division 2. It was different back then. There was no like weekend league or anything. But other than that, like I'm a Division like 4-ish player. So like okay, but not great. Yash is back, says Bayern teasing the Green Goblins. Our second half is back underway, guys. We're a minute into it. If you're just joining the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like, say hello as well. It's a nice little ball there. Let me know, do you think Lewandowski will break the record today? Most Bundesliga goals scored ever in a calendar year. Who's getting relegated in the Bundesliga this season? Let me know your guys' thoughts, but for me, I think Fürth and Arminia Bielefeld are going to get relegated. And 16th, whoever it is, I think are going to survive. That's what my gut's telling me. So I'll say 2. Fürth, 1,000%, they could probably be relegated now. And I don't think Armenia is going to be able to battle back. There's already a little bit of a gap. Aubameyang is awful. Here comes the free kick, though, guys, for Wolfsburg. Arnold's taking it. This is going to be one of the few opportunities that Wolfsburg should put some bodies forward. Finds Brooks with a terrible header that goes over the net. Baking cookies, so keep having dough in my hands. All good, Angie. All good, Angie. Arsenal let go of Gnabry and kept Aubameyang. Yeah, Aubameyang was something special when he played in the Bundesliga, though, man. Such a good striker, but He's got issues. I was never gone. I was just eating dinner. Well, Yash, nice to have you tuning in with us. Just saw a random headline that Gnabry is ahead of a transfer. Tom, elaborate, my man. Who's Gnabry linked to? Is that what you mean? I can't imagine Bayern going to let Gnabry go. Nice little ball there. Finds Jamal Musiala. Defended well to end the box. Josh, what's your OnlyFans? It's JJD TV 69XOXO. I'm kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans. I do not. I don't. That was a good little chance there from Bayern. Sane drills it into the ground. Real Betis to get top 5 in La Liga. I hope currently sitting in third right behind city rivals Sevilla. Lewandowski does well. Finds Gnabry. Defended well there. Yes, Real Betis are doing fantastic this year. I was supposed to go to Spain if not for COVID. And I was debating whether to go to a Sevilla game or a Real Betis game. And I was going to choose Betis because it looked like they had, honestly, a better stadium. And it was going to be in the area. We're going to go to Sevilla. Or Seville, sorry. And, so that's pretty cool that they have a good team too. Fekir is unreal. Jouami is having an unbelievable season as well. But here comes Gnabry. Nicely done. By the way, UEFA CONMEBOL Nations League merger is an attempt to fight against FIFA World Cup every 2 years. Well, good, because I think a World Cup every 2 years is ridiculously stupid. Betis first, Dortmund in the Europa League. Could be. They're a dangerous team, man. They're a tough team, too. Both stadiums in Sevilla are great. Yeah. I don't know if anyone have a recommendation. If I was to go on that trip, would you guys have recommended me go see Real Betis in their stadium or Sevilla in their stadium? Josh, please don't turn into a Bayern fan. I'm not a Bayern fan, my man. I am a fan of the Bundesliga, and I'm a fan of Alphonso Davies. So every once in a while, I come on here and do a Bayern stream. We have our Dortmund stream, our Dortmund Watchalong going on tomorrow. But I was contemplating doing the a game a couple days ago, the Frankfurt and Gladbach game. I want to try to do more Bundesliga Watchalongs if there's interest. Just because, I don't know. I love the Bundesliga. It's a shame that the title race doesn't really happen. But I do always watch Bayern because of Alphonso Davies. So I figured if I'm watching the game, I might as well come on here and do a watch along with you guys. Make it kind of fun. Forgot to put this thing back. Plus, we had a really good little streak going where every watch along I did on Bayern, they lost when they weren't playing Dortmund. Marc Bartra is my favorite player on Real Betis. I like Sevilla better than Madrid. Well, that's where we were going to go. According to Spanish media sources, has been linked with Real. I don't know how reliable that source would be. Josh, I missed the first half. Any chance do you think Wolfsburg can make Bayern drop points? Right now it's 1-0. I mean, there's a chance, but I mean, I wouldn't put money on it unless the odds are really good. Maybe I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to see because Bayern have dominated the game. They dominated the ball. There's a lot of green shirts that are going to be behind the ball today. But unfortunately, you need to be clinical. And Weghorst had a couple of chances that he just wasn't able to capitalize on. Madrid, I like more than Barca. Here comes Davies. Really good run from Alphonso Davies. Defended well, and Casteels grabs it. Both are great. Shame Dortmund lost to Firth. We beat Firth 3-0. Fekir is a legend. He was one at Lyon as well. What's your Premier League team? What Canadian do you see playing there? I think Jonathan David right now has got a Probably a really good opportunity of going to the Prem. Arsenal, Liverpool are linked to him. I think the next Canadian to play in the Prem will be Jonathan David. And yeah, I don't know. Growing up, I watched a lot of Chelsea. They were my Premier League team, I guess, in a way you could say that. But I just don't watch them anymore. So I don't know. I'm assuming the next Premier League team will be wherever Jonathan David goes. I hope it's Liverpool. I probably like Liverpool the most because they're similar to. That's a really good ball here. Oh, good opportunity for Wolfsburg there, but they weren't able to capitalize. As red bodies just or find a way to get back. But yeah, I don't know. Probably Liverpool, man. Probably Liverpool. I don't know. David goes to Liverpool and for sure, but we'll have to see. Josh, what's the most beautiful place you've ever been to? This is a good comment, guys. Let me know in the chat. Because I know a lot of you guys in the chat have been to several different countries. I've been to over 20 different countries in my lifetime. Most beautiful place I've ever been is probably the Netherlands. I think I stayed in a place called Almere, just outside of Amsterdam. And it was beautiful. But that was a beautiful opportunity there for John Brooks. And they keep getting chances, man, but they're not taking advantage of it. Holland at Liverpool would be too nice. But yeah, let me know where's the most beautiful place you guys have ever been to. And I have to think mine would be the Netherlands. Zenit versus Real Betis in Europa League playoffs is worth a watch. Newcastle, LOL. Sorry. Newcastle's definitely not the most beautiful place you've been. That's a really nice ball. And that's a good save there. And another good opportunity as Casteels comes up with a big, big save. Mine was a McDonald's in Croatia. I heard Croatia is beautiful, but look at this little nutmeg here. Little nutmeg pass from Lewandowski to Jamal Musiala. Really good save. And Sane can't come up with the finish there. Toronto, Canada has been the most beautiful place you've been to. I've been to Toronto plenty of times. Wouldn't be on my list, but depends on obviously all the places you've been to. Almere is Serginho Dest's hometown. Mine is in Dubai. I didn't know that yours was in Dubai. Well, then I've been to Serginho Dest's hometown, and it is beautiful. Barcelona was pretty cool as well. I didn't like London. I thought London was a really dirty city. At least like where I was. That was a good ball. Really good ball. Good opportunity for Wolfsburg, but easily defended in the end. Calgary. I heard Switzerland is gorgeous. Austria, Norway. Those are three very nice cities he went to. I've heard really good things about Switzerland. Just where I wasn't in London, I don't know. I thought it looked nothing compared to like Barcelona. Yellowstone in the US. Calgary, had never been. Switzerland's always a blast to snowboard there. New Zealand, I bet you that'd be a good one. Angie's been a lot of places. She says, I really love New Zealand, also parts of Spain and Italy. The coast of Croatia is beautiful too. Netherlands is too close to Germany. Yeah, I mean, damn. Coast of Croatia, I bet, is very nice. I've never been to New Zealand or Australia, but I bet you they'd be very nice. My sister lived in Australia for a little bit. She talked very highly of it. My next on my bucket list is Italy. That's where I wanted to go. That's a good ball to find Leroy Sané. Finds Thomas Muller. And there is 2. I believe Upamecano got his head on that. But that was coming. The best place I've ever been to was Dubai. Thinking of going to Toronto. Heard it's nice. If I were you guys going to Canada, I'd go to BC over Toronto every single day. But that was a really good ball. Cleverly worked from Thomas Muller. It finds the header of Upamecano back of the net. 2-0 for Bayern. Lewandowski wanted to get his toe on that. Break that record, but he could not do it. Paris is a beautiful city, but other parts of France are nicer. I feel like Nice, Monaco would be. I know Monaco's not in France, but it's right near there. It's its own country. I would like to maybe go to Monaco one day. Heard it's just very, very expensive. But Upamecano makes it 2-0. I've been to quite a few European countries, says Mateo. I've been to 6 or 7. I've been to a lot of Caribbean countries. Been to most Caribbean countries. Maybe not most, but a lot. I'm going to more out of the way places. I have to go to major cities for too much work. Makes sense. Yash not impressed with Upamecano. It was a decent little finish there. But it's 2-0, and that probably does it in terms of making this an interesting game. 2-0 Bayern will probably be enough to put this thing away. If you guys are just joining us today, guys, be sure to drop a like. I don't know if we've hit 50 likes yet, if you guys smash that away, but it's appreciated. And another good chance coming here from Leroy Sané, and just like that, it's 3, man. They find a way to turn it up a gear and to make it very easy. They did it against Stuttgart. They scored 3 goals in 5 minutes at 2-0. And Leroy Sané, who we were talking about earlier in the stream, find a way to make it a little bit easier. Nicely left there from Thomas Muller. Cuts onto his left, and Leroy Sané bends that one. Post and in. Casteel's 0 chance. Not even kind of close to it. Best Caribbean country in your opinion? Ooh. Probably the Bahamas. Yeah. Finland is also nice as well. 3-0 Bayern, man. Game was interesting for a while. Looked like it could have been a one of those games, but I don't know. Wolfsburg had their chances, they just did not take them. If my political party doesn't win in the next cycle, I'll be visiting Canada for a while. Are Canadians aware of Americans who threaten to migrate every 4 years if their political party doesn't win? I only heard of it really for the first time when Trump was running. A lot of people saying, "I'm getting out of this country, going north." Second goal broke all their will to fight. Yeah, I feel like Bayern will do that. But Arnold's down right now, and not a good look for his ankle. Just give Bayern the Bundesliga and Champions League now. I don't know about Champions League, but now it puts pressure on Dortmund having to pick up 3 points tomorrow to keep any type of race going. I like the new background, by the way. I'm glad you do. Producer T is not with us today, so we had to shake it up. Went on StreamYard for today's stream. Turk and Caicos. I've never been to Turks and Caicos, but my parents have. I think my parents have been to 50 plus different countries. They have been all over the place. Africa, Asia. The only place they haven't been to, I think the only continent they haven't been to, besides, I guess, Antarctica, would be Australia. Is Bayern a top 3 team in Europe, Josh? Yes. My top 3 teams for Champions League is Bayern, City, and Liverpool. For me. Nice ball comes in, and Wolfsburg have a chance once again. They've been creating chances, man. They've been creating chances, but they just cannot take one. Nemeka has come on. Nice little ball all over to Arnold. Yash says, no Madrid, no Chelsea. Nope. Those are my top 3. Let me know who are your guys' top 3 for Champions League. Real Madrid is a fair, and I think gets overlooked unfairly, because I think Madrid have a big opportunity, man. What they're doing with Ancelotti right now is impressive. Benzema looking very good. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. My top three, I think City, Bayern for sure, and then that third is a debate. I think Liverpool's better than Chelsea right now, but Madrid could definitely be in there. Madrid can definitely be in there, and I wouldn't have any issue with that. But Liverpool with Salah, and Mane's form, man, I don't know. They're just something else. Even Jota, man, he's got 9 goals in the league. Couldn't beat Everton's C team. Yeah, Yash, there you go. It's a good point. I don't know. There's something missing with Chelsea right now. Honestly, a lack of a striker for me is a big part of that. But your guys' big three for Champions League is City, Liverpool, Madrid, which is fair. Didn't put Bayern in it. Bayern, Chelsea, City, took out Liverpool, put in Chelsea. Another opportunity trying to fall there for Lewandowski, but cleared off. Someone put PSG in. I think that's interesting. I don't have a lot of faith in PSG. I'm not that scared by PSG. I don't think that they have a well-balanced team at all. I don't think those big pieces have fit quite yet. Lack of Pulisic. Chelsea have no midfield, too. Yeah, I guess. They have a lot of depth, but they haven't really been clicking late. PSG aren't settled. No, they're not. Baku, nice little ball there. Little rare sight of possession for Wolfsburg. PSG will bottle it, yeah. Messi is so bad at PSG. I'm getting a cold, guys. It's sad. Mine are Bayern, Liverpool, and Madrid. And Caleb, that's a totally fair one. Madrid are good, man. Madrid are very good this season. Ancelotti had no pressure going into that side. He still had Bale and Hazard to utilize, and obviously losing Varane and Sergio Ramos. It was huge what he did. Put Militao up there. Obviously put a lot of money into Alaba. Still have a solid right back. Having a fit Mendy was nice. Still that old midfield is still coming up, but bringing in Camavinga for depth, and then having the big one is Benzema being on the season of his career, and Vinny Jr. coming up to show that money well spent. For me, it's Asensio still on that right hand side, but there's still options. But I don't know, man. Madrid is a good team. Ancelotti doing a really good job there, and they could definitely have a good run this year in the Champions League as well. Did you see Spider-Man? I did not. Did not see Spider-Man. Chelsea have a lot of injuries. I agree with your choices, plus Madrid. And there's a point-blank opportunity for Lewandowski, who maybe it's just not his night. He skies it. It was a really good ball. It was onside, too. That was an excellent ball to find Gnabry, who finds Lewandowski, who just misses a sitter. It wobbles up on him, but that's a big chance to break Muller's record. Alaba was free. He was, but they had to put a lot of money into his wages. Sorry, was what I meant. Because Alaba is on high wages, but they knew with Varane and Sergio Ramos leaving that they needed another center back, preferably one on the left-hand side, and they got that with David Alaba, which I thought was good money well spent, but it's a lot of wages for him. Thoughts on Aubameyang's Liverpool drama? What's the Liverpool drama? You mean Arsenal drama? Sparta Moscow versus Porto in the final for the Europa League. Sparta Moscow are the dark horses. Well, I hope Dortmund win it, but here comes Muller looking for Lewandowski, who wants that goal, but defended well. Yeah, but my thoughts with Aubameyang is that he is who he is. He's had these type of disciplinary issues for a while, and now another captain has been stripped at Arsenal. Xhaka was stripped for Aubameyang. Aubameyang was stripped. I don't know who's going to be the captain there now. I'd probably give it to Thomas Partey. I don't really know who else to give it to unless you want to go for like Gabriel or Ramsdale. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably the right call. It's kind of embarrassing. I think Lacazette's the most likely to get the captain, but at the same time, he's going to be leaving at the end of the season. So I don't know why you'd want to give it to him again for the rest of the season. I think it'll be Tierney. Tierney's a fair one. Give an opportunity for someone to come up and take an opportunity to be a leader in that team. Maybe all this talk of Bayern getting Erling Haaland to replace Lewandowski is bothering Robert. Yeah, Lewandowski's been cooling down a little bit. He obviously scored those 2 goals against Stuttgart, but he went 2 games without scoring a goal. He has not scored today yet, but it is Wolfsburg. He only needs 9 minutes, and then he'll maybe bang in 3 or 5. But yeah, I don't know if it's bugging. And we knew a report came out when the Haaland news was coming out there that it did bother Lewandowski, that Haaland's name was coming up there. But I personally, I don't think Bayern are going to go. I think there's interest, but I don't think Haaland is going to end up at Bayern. But it's an interesting story, obviously. No one knows what's going to happen. The rumors of the release clause. Now there's rumors he's going to stay till 2023. And there's rumors with Bayern. There's rumors with Madrid. There's rumors with everyone around Haaland. We're just going to have to wait and see. But Wolfsburg have the ball, and they're looking to break out. Weghorst struggling a bit today, man. Lack of speed on counters have really hurt them today. Aguero left Atletico and did pretty well. Josh, all Atleti players except De Gea and Rodri have failed after leaving Atleti. Rodri is doing really well at City. I'm not sure what you mean, and De Gea's been fine. I don't know what you mean there, my man. I disagree with that. I think Rodri has been like shaky-ish, but Rodri's having a good season at City, and I've listened to a lot to journalists talk about how Rodri's becoming an important part of that City side. De Gea has been good for United over the years. He's not. Yeah, I don't know. I disagree with that. I think De Gea has been fine for United. Nice little touch there from Leroy Sané. Courtois had a great career. Going to Chelsea, he's rediscovering his form for Madrid. Aguero did unbelievable. I think a lot of players who leave Atleti have been good. Arguably, Diego Godin, when he left to Inter, didn't do super well. Saul is a great example. Thomas Partey has been fine. Fernando Torres, yeah, you're half and half here. Saul 1000%. Thomas Partey is doing decent it's not like he's fallen off a cliff for Arsenal. Fernando Torres, when he left, went to Liverpool, where he earned a $50 million move to Chelsea. So, Courtois was loaned to Atleti by Chelsea. Still played for Diego Simeone. But here comes Weghorst. Counterattacks for Wolfsburg are looking pretty poor now. Aguero was before Simeone. Was he? When did Aguero leave? Aguero leave in 2011? Might have been a year before. When did he leave? Yeah, he was. I think you're right. Aguero would have left in 2011, and I think Simeone joined in December of 2011. Still, Torres, like I said, Partey has been shit, Josh. My point is that players who played under Simeone who's left Atleti have struggled, maybe because they can only play a certain Simeone way. Ask Arsenal fans. Yeah. No, and I take your point because you put good examples. The best example you used was Saul, and I 100% agree. I 100% agree. And some players fail, but Thomas Partey was better at Atletico. Yes, I agree with that. I don't think that Thomas Partey has been terrible at Arsenal, but I mean, maybe Arsenal fans disagree. He hasn't been as good as he was at Atleti, so you make a good point there. Saul has been atrocious, but Saul was falling apart a little bit at Atletico as well. Saul has been just atrocious though. But yeah, I mean, Griezmann's an even better example. I think Saul and Griezmann are your two Diego Simeone type players. Because when Griezmann went to Barca, he was really like, and again, it's similar to Partey. Because Griezmann was bad, or wasn't great, but was okay, I guess, was still scoring goals. I don't know. But Griezmann's a good example. Saul's a good example. Diego Godin at Inter wasn't overly good. But yeah, if you play for Diego Simeone, man, it's a certain way. And João Felix needs to get out of there because it's not for him. Look at Griezmann too. Oh yeah, so yeah, there you go. Griezmann and Saul are the two big ones I'd use. But I think Rodri is fine at Manchester City. Diego Godin, he went over to Inter from Atleti. Could have been a little bit of age for why he slipped as well. Tactical manager tunes in. Says Wolfsburg down 3-0 and still playing a low block. Yeah, man, it's I don't know. Diego wasn't that good in Syria. That's what I said. I was using him for your point. I used Saul, Diego Godin, and Antoine Griezmann as your point, which I agree with. I agree with. I agree with your point. I just meant a couple of the players you mentioned I didn't agree with, like Fernando Torres, but that would have been before, anyways. Which you said him. Had me confused. Doesn't matter. I agree with your point. Yeah. And Sal, I don't know what's gonna happen to Sal. I'm pretty sure Atletico is gonna try to dump him off somewhere. But yeah, man, Wolfsburg defending for 75 minutes plus. And Sabitzer's been coming on. So Sabitzer obviously has been a very poor time at Bayern so far, but he's going to get some minutes here coming on, playing in the midfield right now while Wolfsburg are defending. Tack, your thoughts on UEFA and CONMEBOL marriage. He just talked about it, Sebastian, on his US men's national team abroad episode with myself. Nicely done by Nemeka there, but tackled by Sabitzer. But yeah, he doesn't like it either. I don't think anyone, especially with a mind on CONCACAF, will like what is happening between that. But there's Lewandowski, and that's a big save. Lewandowski for his record. He's getting a little mad right now. That was a really good opportunity for Lewandowski to break Muller's record, and a good save from Casteels. Angie says, come on, I want him to get a goal. One exception is Koke. Under Enrique, he's more of a box-to-box. Under Simeone, he's a defensive midfielder as well. Angie says, Yash says no. Wolfsburg doesn't want to lose 7-1. Yeah, I mean, there's 15 minutes, man. Saul to Wolves wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, maybe. He's playing at that level. I could see him maybe going to Barca, though. He was linked there in a swap deal for Antoine Griezmann. And instead, Barca didn't get Saul. They got Luke de Jong. $3-0 for Bayern. Losing interest in this game. Just want to see if Lewandowski is going to break that record. But there's more pressure putting on Dortmund for tomorrow, guys. Do you think Florian Kohfeldt will be sacked after today's game? I do not. Like I said, for Kohfeldt and for Hooter, for the boards, they came out and said that the backing is there. So it doesn't look like Wolfsburg or Gladbach will be sacking their manager anytime soon, even though I think Gladbach should seriously consider it. They've been so poor. But Angie agrees with me. Florian will not be sacked. He won't be. He won't be sacked. But nicely done. Finds Jamal Musiala. And it's such a poor showing from Wolfsburg, though, man. It really is. I get the game plan and trying to sit back and wait for your opportunities and breaking forward. But like Tactical said, I mean, doing a low block for the entire game like this, it just shows the caliber of Bayern versus Wolfsburg. Because this game, let's be honest, I mean, there were a few chances for Wolfsburg, like half chances. There were more for Bayern. This game could be worse. It could be 4, 5, 6, nothing. And it's who's to say it's not going to be, as here comes Davies with it. Find Sabitzer, who's going to go for distance. Glasner seems to be doing well now at Frankfurt. He does. Oliver Glasner is a good manager, man. I thought he was an upgrade, in my opinion, for Frankfurt. I thought that they got a really good manager there, and he had to shift because he was more of a 4-2-3-1 setup, and he tried to switch. Good opportunity there for Bayern once again, but he tried to get the Frankfurt side playing 4-2-3-1, and the football just wasn't there, and he reverted back to what he thought this Frankfurt team was about, and he's been playing with the back three, and they've been looking way, way better, and they're doing great in the Europa League, and they're coming their way up the table. Gladbach need to be careful. They don't want to get relegated. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. I think they have enough quality to not get relegated, if I'm being honest, but saying that, you never know. But Ron, we just got 60 likes, so I appreciate whoever dropped the last like tuning in today for the watch along, as we got a double substitution coming on. Bunasar is coming in. Davies is coming out. Hernandez is coming out. Raul Garcia of Athletic Bilbao has done well after leaving Atletico. I believe, yeah, and he's got obviously that Basque descent, which is why he's able to play in there. Garcia has done well. He was 3 years into Simeone reign, I guess. Another one is Diego Costa. Which team you like the most, Josh? Bayern, Gladbach, Leipzig, or Schalke? Gladbach, and by a lot. I don't know how I'd rank those four. I don't know. Rank for the Dortmund fans out there. Rank these four in terms of who you like the most between Bayern, Gladbach, Leipzig, and Schalke. I'd put Gladbach first for sure. I put Schalke last for sure, and then probably Bayern, Leipzig. So Gladbach, Bayern, Leipzig, Schalke. I don't know. It's a tough one. Literally just a Bayern training match. It was, man. The effort today was disappointing from Wolfsburg, if I'm being honest. I thought the counterattacks would have been... And they were sort of damaged. This is another good one. Gerhardt, that's a really good ball. Falls to Weghorst, who should again. Weghorst has had opportunities, man. He should have popped one in the back of the net. Okay, Davies coming out. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Yeah, I mean, I could end the stream, but I'll finish up the game. I'll finish up the game for you guys. It's not very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's been an easy. I want to see if Lewandowski is gonna break Muller's record. Falcao flopped big time. Well, Falcao was decent at Monaco. Actually, yeah, he didn't. He was good in Liga. He flopped in the Prem hard. In that first half season when he wasn't injured, he was doing well for Monaco. Then he got that nasty injury. Then coming back for 2 loans in England were terrible. And then he was unreal, man. He was lights out for Monaco. And then his age took him away. But no, Falcao did not flop after leaving Atletico. Leipzig 1, Bayern 2, Gladbach 3, Schalke 4. Yeah, he was bad at United and Chelsea, but he was unreal. Won a Ligue 1 title. Took him to a Champions League semifinals, I believe. But Atletico Falcao was something else. He never rediscovered that form, but I think the ACL injury had a problem with that. Josh, your streaming Bayern and them losing streak comes to an end. It does. That's why I said I was going to put it to the test, guys. Like I said, every Bayern watch along I've done playing Dortmund, Bayern have won. And every Bayern watch along I've done with them playing any other team, Bayern have lost. But that has come to an end, guys, because there's no way Bayern are going to blow this. Jamal Musiala comes off now, about 10 minutes to go. Who is better, Ronaldo or Messi? I'm a Messi guy myself. And for U.S. men's national team fans, Tillman is coming on for Bayern. Question, Lucas Hernandez is better at Atletico or Bayern? That's a tricky one, because I thought he was really good at Atleti, and then he was kind of poor at the start for Bayern, but he's coming true. I don't know. I think that's pretty close. Lidstrom looks really good at Frankfurt. He does. Frankfurt's looking good. They're still missing that striker, man. If Andre Silva was still with them, I think they'd be in 4th place right now. Maybe even 3rd. Andre Silva's been struggling at Leipzig, and Bora's been struggling a bit at the 9 for Frankfurt. Watch Falcao score a nice goal in the camp way back. Messi ended up doing Messi things, and Barca won 3-1 or something. Something like that. Don't you think Messi robbed this Ballon d'Or? No, I don't think it was a rob. I think Lewandowski should have won it in 2020. I think he had a good chance to win it in 2021, but to say Messi robbed this one, I don't think is fair. I think Messi had his opportunities. Yeah, Yash has no 2021 Messi deserved it. Yeah, and again, like I think you could have argued a few closer chances in 2021. Messi, I don't think you can say he didn't deserve it. If Lewandowski won, I don't think anyone would pout over that either. I think those two were really, really close. But the only rob was the fact that they didn't give one in 2020, which Lewandowski should have won. But that's my opinion. But here comes Arnold from a corner. Nicely done. Defended well from Bayern as they break one last time. A lot of red going forward, man. Sane just so good on his feet. And Muller was going to leave it to no one. Didn't that Monaco team have Fabinho, Bernardo Silva? Yep, they had Mbappe and Falcao. They played in the 4-4-2. They had Mbappe and Falcao as your 2 strikers. They had Bernardo Silva. And I don't remember who the other winger was, the left and right mid. Then they had Fabinho and Bakayoko as your CDMs. Glick, Jamerson were the center backs. It was a stacked Monaco team. What did he do with Barca? He led the league in goals and assists. He won a Copa del Rey and he won a Copa America. So Messi had a good season. I wouldn't have argued if Messi won it. I wouldn't have argued if Lewandowski won it. But in 2020, it was Lewandowski and no one else was even close. When's BBV playing tomorrow? They're playing at 12:30, guys. So we'll be live tomorrow at 12 Eastern time. I think it was robbed as an overall player. Well, they made up a trophy for Lewandowski. Just because he won one international trophy doesn't mean he should get the Ballon d'Or. He didn't. Like I said, he won the Copa del Rey last year, which not the greatest trophy, but he also was the leading goal scorer and leading assists in La Liga. He had an incredible season. But like I said, I could have cared less who won. I think both Lewandowski and Messi had a good shout, but Lewandowski wasn't robbed. Messi had really good attributes this year to being able to win it. Lewandowski was robbed in 2020. There was no one else that could compete with him. But that's just my opinion. But there's Lewandowski. He breaks the record. Most Bundesliga goals in a calendar year. That's just one tournament, but overall, Lewandowski's performance was better. Angie, I disagree. I'd say they're pretty in 2020. Yeah, like in 2020, the Ballon d'Or needed to go to Lewandowski, and there was no other debate. In 2021, Lewandowski was unreal, and if he would have won, I wouldn't have complained. I think it would have been fair. But Messi was fine. Like Messi was fine. Messi was great as well. So in 2020, in my opinion, it should have been Lewandowski. In 2021, it could have been Lewandowski or Messi. So I don't think there was a robbery. I think it was just close. Because Messi had really good standards. And look, what a goal, man. Lewandowski comes in and does a scissor kick to break Muller's record for the most Bundesliga goals ever scored in a calendar year. He scores his 19th of the year. On the 88th minute. This year, I see only two contenders for the Ballon d'Or, Salah and Benzema. And that's, man, Benzema, and I agree with you. Right now, the best players this season, yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Salah's been incredible, and so is Karim Benzema. What are you saying, Josh? Haaland should have won it then with the DFB? No. No, if you look at Lewandowski's season last year, he was the top goal scorer. He won the Bundesliga. That was it. So Lewandowski won one trophy last year. He won the Bundesliga, something that is expected of them to win each and every year. They didn't win the Pokal. They got the Super Cup. That wasn't even given out in 2021. He won a Bundesliga and the top goal scorer. That's all Lewandowski won last year. Where Messi was top goal scorer and top assists. He won the Copa del Rey, which isn't that impressive. And then he also won an international tournament. And I think Lewandowski just got a penalty. No. But in 2020, with everything Lewandowski accomplished, man, it wasn't even close. That's what I'm saying. Bro, Josh, he just broke a record. He did. He broke Muller's record for the most Bundesliga goals ever scored in a calendar year. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you make a point. That is this year. 2021. You make a fair point. There you go. You know what? There you go. But I don't know. 43 goals, I believe. I don't know. Again, guys, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Lewandowski should have won the Ballon d'Or in 2020. In my opinion, if Lewandowski won it in 2021, I wouldn't complain. If Messi won it, I wouldn't complain. I felt like those two were very close. Messi won it. Seems a little unfair just because of, he always wins it, but it is what it is. But that's the game, guys. Bayern won 4-0. Of course, they did. That was an embarrassing approach from Wolfsburg. Lewandowski broke the record. I'm going to wrap this up because, I've had enough of this game so far. We'll be back live tomorrow, guys, for our watch along for the Dortmund and Hertha game. If you guys have not done so yet, be sure to drop a like on your way out. Drop a sub if you're new around here, and hopefully